Hi, welcome to Sarat Chandra IAS Academy. Today we shall discuss the UPSC Essay Paper 2026. సో ఈరోజు మనం ఎస్ఏస్ ఏవైతే వచ్చాయో ఈరోజు జరిగిన యూపీఎస్సీ మెయిన్స్ ఎగ్జామ్ ఎస్ఏ పేపర్లో మనం చూద్దాం. So this essay, a thorn is a changed bud. So this essay came in the today's exam. A thorn is a changed bud. So this quote is given by Ralph Waldo Emerson. This quote is given by Ralph Waldo Emerson. So who has given the quote is not the important thing here. Like what is trying to convey in this quote. So what is trying to convey in this quote and why they have given this quote in the exam. So he is saying a thought is a changed bud. సో తెలుగులో చూసుకున్నట్లయితే ముళ్ళు కూడా ఒకప్పుడు మొగ్గ, ఒక పువ్వు మొగ్గే కదా, ముళ్ళు కూడా ఒకప్పుడు మొగ్గే అని చెప్తున్నారు అనమాట. సో దేనికి వాట్ ఈస్ టాకింగ్ అబౌట్, వాట్ ఈస్ ద కోర్ ఐడియా బిహైండ్ దిస్ కోట్. సో in this quote he is trying to change about, he is trying to talk about the transformation or evolution. So why people change or why society changes, how society transforms. So he is trying to like get our point of view on the transformation or the evolution or the change over a period of time. So why this quote is given? See, as you know, India is planning to become developed country by 2047. So what are the policy makers are trying to do? The policy makers are trying to make, like they are trying to take decisions which are going to transform in India into a developed country by 2047. So when transformation is happening, some things change or some things, see for example, if you go back to 10 or 12 years back, there is the concept of the digital payment. So India is transforming. So he is trying to test your understanding of the transformation. So comparatively this one is an easy pick. So if you are trying to take this essay or if you are trying to deal with this essay, how you are going to start? See, when I saw this quote, see, one simple thing that came into my mind is adaptation. See, when we were kids, we tried to study about the science. In science there is a thing called as the plants or animals adapt to their environment they are living in. So similarly, so why, see, based of environment, how plants and animals are transforming or are having some kind of transformations in their body. So here also we need to understand, see, if you are speaking about the thorn which once upon a time, like once, like few before, it is an bud. So we need to understand what are the social things, what are the political things, what are the economical things, see what are the philosophical things that lead to this transformation. If you observe individually, at the individual level, what are the factors that contribute to the transformation or changing the character or changing personality. For example, if you do example of Nelson Mandela, or if you do the example of the Mahatma Gandhi, or if you do example of the Ambedkar, see, because of the social or the social issues or the societal impact they faced. For example, Nelson Mandela, he fought for the rights of the blacks in South Africa. Okay. And if you observe Mahatma Gandhi, see who fought for the independence and the ideals of Ahimsa and Satyagraha. And if you observe the Ambedkar, so what Ambedkar is trying to do, he tried to give rise to those untouchables or panchamas. See, at one point of time, because of the issues they face in society, transferred them, right? So we need to show them at the historical level. Or at the, if you observe, see, in the historical level, so why slavery is banned in USA? And if you observe, like, why we have this one called as the correct treatment of the war prisoners, and then use of the chemical weapons, and why we have the special thing called the peacekeeping forces. So why all these things came into existence? So at the individual level, at the society level, at the national international level, so how things change? Why Japan in the 17th and 18th century, being Asian country, how transformed into industrialized country? So why, how this transformation is happening? We need to say why transformation necessary. Why women rights were not given in the earlier phases. Now rights were given to women. What are women reservations? See, all these transformations we need to say, we need to mention in this essay. Okay, and then see, if you wanted to, like, you can mention this. So and then if you ask, so this transformation is a continuous thing. It happens every time, right? So what happens? Sometimes the transformation can be good or bad. For example, in ancient Indian times, India has made so much progress in the mathematics, science, astronomy. But when it comes to Middle Ages, it is called dark age. And then India became victim to the foreign invasions. Because see, the change, sometimes the change in the thought process also will have impact. That's right. And then see, and again, see, if you are observing the historical, at the personal level, at the philosophy, see what is the philosophy of the Buddhism or the Jainism. See, they mainly focus on the non-violence or peaceful coexistence. So they try to, because see, earlier Hinduism is promoting the illegal, like religious animal sacrifices and all. So Buddhism and the Jainism opposite it. And then see, in Hinduism there is unequal treatment of the male and the female. So Buddhism and the Jainism, they try to bring the equality between the male and the female. So we need to tell these things, like we need to present these things. See, we need to present the philosophical aspects, and we need to give the individual as well, and the societal level, and then again at these historical things and philosophical things and economy. See, transformation, barter system to rupee. Now we have few more things called as stocks and everything, right? So how the society transformed, and then the third thing. So we have given all the positive aspects of the transformation. So all the transformation will be positive thing? No. Sometimes the transformation also will have the negative impacts. For example, when the barter system is replaced by the rupee, what happened? See, the people trying to, like, pile up the rupees, and then divisions became rich and the poor. And one thing, and then second thing, see, so during the Middle Ages, so when the country, like when countries, European countries wanted to explore, and they want to explore new lands, so they wanted to have the industrial revolution. They wanted to try from the bullock carts to trains, or they wanted to manufacture the guns or something else. They explored the world. So as a part of it, the slavery also came into existence. And because of that only, there is so much of differences between the African countries and European countries. So here, see, initially we are saying that these things happen. positive things happen, and then we are mentioning about the negative things. Yes or no? So what are the and the earlier also said about the what are the various factors that influence or try to bring the transformation or the evolution in a specific thing. Okay, and then the ideas like communism, which thought about the equality and equal distribution of resources. And when it came to like late 20th century or 21st century, it became radical and they have took the violence. If you are able to mention like positive aspects and negative aspects like this, and then, so we have spoken about the positive things, and then negative things, and then we need to say. So these are the thesis, antithesis, and synthesis. So we need to bring the like a equality between the what you said in the positive things and the negative things. What is the way? Yes or no? So how if you wanted to bring the positive transformation, what are the things we need to take at the individual level, societal level, economical level, or philosophical level, and what are the agents we can employ, education, religion, and the other social organizations. That all the things we can mention in this essay. And at the end, we can also say that see, rose is having the thorns. Yes or no? See, we need to understand from that thorn only it will develop a stem, and from the thorn only like we will get the leaves. Eventually, we have the flowers also. Yes or no? So that's why the transformation or the transformation. We need to keep the centered transformations. Okay. So this is about the essay. A thorn is a changed bud. And we shall go with the next essay. So the next essay is a well-educated mind will always have more questions than answers. So what is the purpose of this essay? See, as you know, the protest has happened in Delhi. So the people are saying it is about the questioning. See, when the wrong has happened, when the paper is leaked, it is about the questioning they are asking. So here he is saying a well-educated person have more questions than answers because he has reason. Rationality. Yes or no? So he has reason and the rationality. He has reason and the rationality. So this essay has the possibility of using the quotes. So we can use the quotes of Einstein. Einstein once said, see, Einstein is the famous person, right? So the person who has highest IQ, he said that, see, the more I learn, I realized how much I don't know. So we can start with this quote. Or you can keep this quote. So the idea of the essay is about the reasoning and the rationality. So then you can take the example of the Newton. So you can take the example of the Martin Luther King. Or you can take the example of any famous person who questioned the existing system. Yes or no? See, Socrates or the Aristotle, all the great Greek philosophers, they started questioning the existing system. See, when they started questioning the existing system, that like the changes will come and the society will progress. Yes or no? The society will progress. So you can write this essay in the question and answer format, or you can have a like traditional approach. So similarly, see, as we discussed in the earlier essay, like thesis, antithesis and synthesis, similarly here also we can try to highlight the broad idea. So what is value, who is value educated man, why he will have the more questions, why we have the reasoning, why will have the reasoning. See what happens if he is not questioning. So if you consider what happened in the ancient times, the caste system and the women rights, and then you can also mention about the how kings used to behave historically, and then geographically. See, they started, what happens, like when they are not questioning the geography of the earth, they used to believe that sun and the earth are moving round, like moving around the earth. See, and the eventually led to the what we call ignorance. So when ignorance comes, what happens? So we need to like answer this essay like this. And then philosophy, see, and then philosophy also, in philosophical aspect also. See, everything in the philosophy also they will question the thing called as the Nyaya Shastra. With this in India we have a thing called as the Nyaya Shastra. And the Nyaya Shastra we give importance to the logic and the reasoning. See, in Hindu system or the any other system will always question about the reasoning. Yes or no? See, but so we'll be telling, so what is the importance of the reasoning or the questioning. So what happens if you question, then there will be improvement. For example, if you are questioning why, when the Newton questioned the why apple falls on the earth, it led to the gravitational law. And then when they tried to study about the how the birds fly, they tried to get one idea on Bernoulli's theorem, like on the principle only now the airplanes are flying, and technical aspects also. So when the question, and then see, when the rights, when in Europe, when labor rights are not given, or the laborers are not treated properly, it led to the labor rights and it led to the Marxist ideology. So whenever the people questions existing system, or whenever the people have the questions, it tries to bring the accountability. We need to highlight these points, and then so why questioning is required. So in the modern democracy, to bring the accountability. And then we will also write about the RTI Act, the purpose of the RTI Act. So and then again coming down, so what are the points you can say? See, after this one, so what are the factors that are restricting the questioning? So regains are the thought process, are the religious texts, and the mindset and the government. All these factors, how they are restricting the questioning. And then again, so how we need to overcome this? Value education, ethical principles, and the social limit regulations in the digital world. And then try to bring the like reasoning in the people. And then see, if you are able to question only, we can bring the desired changes. See, when Raja Ram Mohan Ray questioned about the Sati Sahakamana, it is abolished. When Ambedkar questioned about the untouchability, it is abolished. Yes or no? So it tries to bring the improvement. And then we can conclude this essay with a effective quote. See, these two essays are the easier ones, and see, comparatively out of the 8 essays, like we can write 6 essays, like very easy one. So out of the essays given, out of the 8 essays that are given in the today's exam, out of the 8 essays that are given in the exam, see the fourth question, the fourth essay When 2 elephants fight, it is the grass that gets trampled. This essay directly came from our essay test series program, which happened in the July month. You can check our website as well. Thank you.